Hey everybody, it's Susan from the Social Sales Girls, and I'm here with the Monday Morning Traffic Report. Now, if you don't know me, I own the Social Sales Girls, and that's where we teach e-commerce merchants how to get more traffic and more sales without spending a fortune. But it's not my only job. My other job is that I'm an e-commerce merchant too, and I have a great little business on Shopify. It's called WeSqueak. It's very successful for many years. And what I do on the Monday Morning Traffic Report is I actually take you behind the scenes of my business and I show you how we got our traffic the week before. And then I tell you the one thing I think that really moved the needle the most. It got us the most traffic and the most sales without, selling our souls to get it. And then after that, I actually tell you the one thing I think you could do to take some of those strategies and make them work for your business, no matter what level you're at. So I hope this is helpful for you. There's actually a bit of a selfish reason for me doing this. It helps me a lot. It helps me keep my eye on the ball at WeSqueak and make sure that I'm consistently showing up, because that's the way we get results, is show up consistently and have a plan. So without any more explanation, I'm going to just jump right in. I'm checking my notes here and I'm going to tell you what happened last week at WeSqueak. Now, this week, we finally reached our goal. And when I started the Monday Morning Traffic Report, I was just looking to get 5,000 unique web visitors a week. Now that's kind of easy for me in the busy times, in the high season for us, but it's actually a bit of a struggle when business is quiet, when it's the quiet time. And so although I've been doing the report for 6 weeks, I hadn't hit my goal yet, even though we'd had some successes. But I'm happy to report that we have exceeded our goal this week. And although I've been sharing really a lot of Facebook ad strategies and what's worked for us on Facebook, one more time, I have to tell you, it had nothing to do with a Facebook ad. Our big win had absolutely nothing to do with any ad spend on Facebook. And it's not certainly what moved the needle for us this week. So what I'm going to do, dive in. I'm going to share my screen and talk to you about, or show you exactly what happened. Now, we practice something at WeSqueak called reliable revenue. We call it reliable revenue, and we've done it for many, many years. And really what reliable revenue is for us is it means that we have reliable revenue, reliable sales every day of the week from a system of email funnels that we, lead generation and email funnels that bring people into our system and convert them into customers over time. And then there's a predictable part of that revenue, and that's the events that we run. We don't sit around and wait for people to come to us. We actually run events and we bring people to us, and that we've been doing it so long that it's pretty predictable. We kind of know what the results are going to be when we start out, and every year they grow a little bit as our audience grows. And so what I'm about to show you is kind of the results of one of our events. So jump right in and let's take a look. Messy desktop. So here we go. So last week we had actually more than 6,800 sessions on our site, people who visited our site, which drilled down was a 5,800 unique visitors. And that's kind of the important number to me, the number of individuals that hit our site. Once again, Facebook was 2,200, the top dog. Then our email was 1,291, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that later. Organic search, 853, direct, 667, and then our AdWords program, which we use through Storia, was 229. So 2 weeks ago, I was at our warehouse and I was actually getting ready for this event that I'm going to talk about. And it's a flash sale, and it's not fun. Because we sell things at a discount, of course. And but I have to get ready. I have to clean up stock, so it's good for us and make room for our new arrivals. And while I was at the warehouse, I started laying the groundwork for this event. And really, I made a little video telling people that the event was coming and inviting them to get on a list of people who wanted to be the first to know. It was a short video, I think maybe a minute, and I actually took that video and made a little ad And I spent $49 on that ad. And so I'm going to bring it up so that you can see it. Oh, there's my notification. And here we go. So I used a warm audience and a cold audience. I used our traffic boot camp report to show you that it actually sent 172 people. Click the link. I don't know whether they all signed up or not, but for $49, I got 172 potential people on the list. I would think a good number of them converted. We usually have pretty good success with that. So at a cost of 29 cents each, what's really interesting is our page did not work. And we have 102,000 likes on the page. It was our web visitors and our lookalike audience that worked. So that's the first thing we did. But here's what really moved the needle. Nothing to do with this $49 because that's only 172 people. And so I'm going to show you, I think it's here. So Mary, our amazing Facebook girl, did actually 4 more posts inviting people to join this list of, we call them hyper engaged people who really want to know about our events first. We do this for lots of events, not just a flash sale. And here's what I want you to take away from this, if you do nothing else, is that you have to test. Everything starts with the copy and the image. Actually, the image first and then the copy. And I'm going to show you the 4 posts she made, and I want you to take a look and see which one you think was the best. So here's the very first one. I took these down because, you know, the sale was over. And so I don't have the exact stats, but here's the first one. This is an image I took while I was at the warehouse, and she's put the flash sale and the dates. And she's told our audience that we're having a flash sale. And at the end, she says, click the link to be the first to know. So that's the first one. And then she did this one. So she changed the image up and she changed, you know, the wording. And then again, she's saying, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you sign up for the 24-hour early access. And then she posted this one, which is a really old image. Like, we don't even have these shoe boxes anymore, but she didn't put the dates on. She just put flash sale. And she said, how does a pair of shoes for $7.99 sound to you? And then the information, and again, sign up. And then, oops, this one. Mary really does have blue hair sometimes. So this is a little image that she did. Again, she's telling them personally that there's a sale coming and that they might want to be the first to know. So that was the last post she did. And so I don't know if you have any clue, and I don't know if I can actually see the comments. We'll try here. No. So I don't know if you have any clue which one was the most successful, but it became really evident as time went on which one was the most successful. And I have to tell you, it was this. It was this messy, messy image. You can see 47 reactions, 39 comments, 15 shares. Shares are so good for stuff like this. And here's what I would tell you. I think we stuck with one thing. We said flash sale here. It clearly was jumbly and looked like something was going on. But here's the really important part, I think, is that all the other posts, we were focused on what we wanted to tell the customer. We wanted to tell them, sign up. We wanted to tell them there's a flash sale. We wanted to tell them that they'll want to sign up. And in this particular post, Mary stood back and said, what does the customer want to know? What is in it for the customer? And she led with that. How does a pair of shoes for $7.99 sound to you? So I want you to think about what you do and say to yourself, okay, am I leading with what's in the customer? Because it makes a huge difference. Because I want to show you something and it's going to shock you, I think. This is, we use Klaviyo. We built this list. One was for our insiders group and one was for our page. And you can see we are just shy of 900 people on that list. And we spent $49 and we only got 172 clicks. So everything beyond those 172 clicks came from organic reach. from the shares, from the post. And it was that one post that made all the difference. If she hadn't tested all those posts, we wouldn't have had the results that we had. So what I would say is that get over yourself. Just go ahead and post. Nobody comes to your page really to speak of, and people don't see every post you post. So don't get over the fear of posting about the same thing a few times. It's okay. But this is the results you can get if you, clearly we're at a more established level of business, but you will get your best result when you figure out what your audience wants. So to get back to my notes now. So I think that that's really important. We collected almost 900 names. We tested the copy. We tried the video, wasn't particularly successful. But I want to really kind of go back to the fact that laying a foundation is worth the time it takes. It's worth the time to do the slow game, tell people what's in it for them, and get them excited about an event, because this resulted in huge sales for us. We were up 76%. And what's really interesting is these two lists brought us a 37% open rate and a 30% click rate. So if we hadn't done that, we wouldn't have nearly as much as what we got from them. So once we have this engaged email list, of course, we send an email to the people who were on that early list and we get some sales. Then 24 hours later, we actually send an email to everyone telling them about the sale, and we get even more sales because our list is big now, because we do a lot of list building at WeSqueak. And really, that's the secret to how we got all this free traffic. Right there in a nutshell. This free traffic, I think if you took out the AdWords and the paid traffic from Facebook, which was around 1,200, I think you're at around 5,300 web sessions completely free. Didn't spend a lot of money on ads, got great conversion, but we laid the foundation. We thought about what was in it for our customer. We took the time to get them on our email list, and then we took the time to make them an offer. And so if you can take away that, it's really important that you do that. Now, let's talk about how you could do something like this, because you might be at a different stage of business. And I would say just start simply. I made you a little graphic, so let's pull it up. Here's what you want to do. You want to create some excitement around a product. Like you might just put new products on your site and never make a big deal out of it. Or you might have some other event going on. You might want to have a sale. You might want to have a gift with purchase. But what you want to do is create excitement around that, and you want to lay the foundation. Just don't lob it out there and tell people what you want to tell them. You want to start hinting at there's something in it for them. Now, I started with my visit to the warehouse and my video, and I was able to do that. There will be a way that you are able to do it, and just take baby steps. But think of something you can do and create some excitement around it, and then start talking about it. Remember to keep in mind that you want to tell them what's in it for them. Now, you're going to send that traffic to an opt-in. Easiest way to do that is just embed a web form on a page on your site, and that way you get them on a pixel and you don't have to reinvent the wheel or pay for lead pages or anything like that. But get them to opt in for that event. Create a list. You want to test and test your images and your copy. Test them a couple times. Don't worry that you're bothering people. You need to see what people are responding to. And if you don't get enough reach, advertise them for a couple of dollars to see what you get. Top of mind is what's in it for them. Every conversation you have about this should lead with what's in it for your customer. And the last thing is you want to use some urgency or scarcity. Now, you don't want to fire sale everything, but you want to say things like, for urgency, you would say the first 10 people, first 10 orders, or only for 48 hours, or only until lunchtime. Whatever it is, you want some sort of urgency, and you must do that in e-commerce or people will put it off. We're natural procrastinators, so you need to have some sort of urgency in your offer, or you can use scarcity. And so scarcity would be like, I only have 3. Or while quantities last, but that's kind of overused and doesn't mean a whole lot to people. So you want to have some sort of scarcity or urgency in your offer. And I think that's it. We want you to build your list. And so I would love to hear what you do with this. I'm going to wish you every success, but I'm really challenging you, especially the people that are in my inner circle group, challenging you to come up with an event and use this formula to make it your best event ever. So listen, thanks for watching. I'll be here next week again, letting you know what happened. And if you want the traffic report in your inbox every week, just make sure you click the link, sign up, and we'll make sure we send it to you. So have a great Monday, guys.